So it's August 1st, 2023. I'm in Alberta. This is Darci's Corner. And I just want to say I'm in a better mindset today, kind of, in that it is my intention to conquer this situation that I'm in and to overcome this, but not only to overcome it, but to we need to change the system across the country in every area, because it's not just me going through this and it's not just me struggling with this condition. Um, Today, I finally got my securities license, and I just barely got it, and there was so many extra hurdles in my way. Poverty, gender, having changed my stuff, but not all of my stuff, but only what I could. And oh, I mean, I did my very best to follow every step. And I mean, I had to buy an extra computer. That was an extra $450. I had to pay for the course. I had to take the test twice. My retest got delayed by several weeks because barrier after barrier. The first test I failed, which is not uncommon. And then my second one got scheduled wrong, and I didn't have the adequate computer the very first time to take the test properly. It took me like a week to get that sorted out. By the time I got through all that, it was almost too late to get the course in time for the job. I did get the course. I did get the job. Barely, at the last possible instant. And there was just nothing I could do about it. And then so today, I go down to, there's one more step I had to take that I wasn't really sure about having down to take it. I had to go to a specific registry office. I couldn't go to the one here in town. I had to go to the one that's north of me, 45 minutes, but really about an hour travel time. And so I went first thing this morning to it, and then when I got there, I realized that I forgot my police check, which was an extra $50 that I've already paid, by the way. That's on top of the $450 for the computer. That's on top of the, what was it, 100 for the course, and then 120 for the exam because I had to take it twice. So what are we up to now? 600 bucks, just about. No, 640, something like that. Okay. Then I had to pay another $109 when I got there for the registration of my license, the test I took. Not only that, I had to have a picture. And the picture that I got from Walmart wasn't good enough because they didn't have the right stamp on it. So I had to go to a different store to get someone else to take the picture. That's another $15. Now it's only $15 on top of the 150, on top of the 109, on top of the 450 for the computer. For a picture. I couldn't just stand there and have them take a picture. Why would I do that? That'd be too easy. They have pictures there, they have digital cameras there, but no, I had to go get one professionally taken. Oh. Anyway, I get through all that. I had to go back and forth 3 times. The first time I came all the way back here, grabbed my police report. I didn't grab my passport because it said you can't use your passport if the name is different. But I did grab my name certificate that I got when I changed my name. When I changed my name, they made me give them my birth certificate, so I don't have that anymore. But they said this name change thing is the exact same as your birth certificate. It's got the same information on it, and you can use this as a legal document anywhere you go where you need a birth certificate. So I took that with me, and they wouldn't accept it. They said, no, you have to have a birth certificate. They said, but fill out this form and we'll get your birth certificate. So I filled out the form, but I was born in BC. Like, oh, well, you can't get one then. That means I can't get the job. That means I can't get employment in that area because I don't have a BC birth certificate because they took it when they did the name change, and they didn't give me another one back. And the document that I have that supposedly is as good as a birth certificate isn't as good as a birth certificate for my documentation that I needed. Oh, I was beside myself. Like, anyway, apparently the name change certificate I have plus a passport, even if it has the wrong name on it, will work as long as the passport is still valid. Good thing I still had a passport, so I came all the way back here again, grabbed the passport, and went all the way back out there one more time. I burnt $60 in gas today. Spent a total of 6 hours commute time back and forth each way to just barely get my license at the end. All because I'm trans. Like the police report for getting that, okay, that was on me. And then I get there with the police report, and they weren't going to accept that for a second. And then they realize, oh, there's another line down here that this is the right police report. You're fine. I don't have a criminal record, by the way. So, like, I don't mind a police report. That doesn't scare me. But, like, the barriers that are in place for trans people to just live their lives. And I'm noticeably trans, which impairs my ability to use the job skills that I have at the old occupations I used to work at, because my kind are not welcome, generally speaking, in blue-collar environments. There are so many barriers in the way of me getting more gender-affirming care, meaning facial surgery, vocal surgery, okay? Laser hair removal is a critical factor for my condition. And again, I'm just talking about me, but it is not just me. There are many, many like me who face these barriers and have almost no way to overcome them. I am so out of savings, I'm so out of credit card usage anymore that I've had a charity help me pay my rent the last 4 months, because if I hadn't, I'd be homeless right now. It is so very challenging to exist this way, especially at my age. You know why I'm doing this at my age? I didn't have this option when I was a child. I didn't have this option when I was a teenager. And when I was an adult and first figured this out, everybody around me told me to put it away, to hide it, to pretend it's not there. It's just a phase. You'll get over it. I wasn't suicidal then. And I try really hard to not be that way now. There's 2 types of sad that affect me. The first type is I'm just very, very frustrated because I'm very impoverished and I see no options and no way out. That's one kind of sad, okay? And that does not really help people with suicidal tendencies. That's true. But the second kind of sad, and the one that really hurts, is when you have those moments when you're like, I'm never going to be me. I'm never going to have the face that's my face. I'm never going to have the voice that's my voice. I'm never going to have the family that's my family. And by family, I mean partners and possibly children, but definitely partners. I'm never going to have those things, it feels like. And sometimes when the sadness from that overtakes you, that's called dysphoria. That's why so many of us are so we can harm ourselves. And sometimes all it takes, or maybe not all it takes, but what happens is that negative voice is going over and over and over and over again in your head. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to be a man, or I'm never going to be a woman, depending on which way you're going. Because this affects both sides, and we both have that same dysphoria negative voice that shows up in our minds. It says you're never going to be what you want to be. You're never going to be a real man, or you're never going to be a real woman. And you're always going to be this thing, this mutant version of yourself. That's why it's very important that you don't go around and follow people like us into the bathroom and stand outside the stall and tell us how we're in the wrong bathroom and we're never going to be X or Y, and that there's only two genders, so therefore we are these monsters. Like, don't be doing that to trans people unless you want them to end their lives. And so many people want us to end our lives. That's why they do it. You are not helping anybody when you do that. You're just hurting people. You are potentially causing people to quit way too soon. Do not do that to people. And to those of you who are kind, who are accepting, thank you. And no, you can't fix everything, but you can be kind. And many of the people around me are kind. Most of my church members are kind. One of my parents is kind. It helps. It matters. We are not trophies. We are not to be collected. And we don't like to feel that way. I don't like to feel that way. But we do want to be included. And we do want to know that I hope I matter to people. A lot of people matter to me. And hopefully I get better at telling them that. Hopefully I get better at saying thank you for being kind. Kindness costs nothing, but it means everything. So to any of my friends or family who are watching this who have been kind to me, thank you. It really helps. Darci's Corner. Peace.